Hi guys, welcome back to CountyLine Farming. In today's video we'll be harvesting corn with our John Deere 8820 in this nice field of corn. So what do you say? Let's get to it. So when we're combining corn, when you're walking around in the field, when you see whole cobs is what you're looking for. If you have all chunks that are about this small, then you're chopping it up. You want whole cobs coming out the back, but at the same time you don't want any kernels on the cob, because then you're kicking your yield out the back. And also just double check and see if you have lots of corn on the ground, which as long as you have your combine set. Once you get to know your combine, you kind of get used to what your settings are and what tweaks you got to make to it. Especially after having our combine for about 18 years, we don't have to make many changes on anything, because got her dialed in pretty good. But he's coming back right now, so we can't quite make a round. So what we're doing is we're just having the wagons. We're running 2 wagons in this field today, and we're just gonna have them set in the middle of the row. And then all that way, he can dump coming each way. That way he doesn't have to worry about making it a full round, which you can't quite do. So this is why we're doing it this way. So when we're combining corn, it comes into the head, and there's what's called snapping rollers. 2 pieces of metal tubing that are spinning, and it's pulling the stalk down and it's ripping the cob off, and that's what's running in the machine. Because what you don't want is all of your stalk and a lot of leaves coming in. So there's what's called deck plates, and you have that set and that's what controls how much stalk's coming in. So you can see a lot of this is a bunch of leaves, which all probably came out of the back, especially your cobs, and then it ripped it off right here at the stalk. And actually these stalks are very, very wet yet because of the late planting. A lot of this corn, this was one of the later fields. This field that we're combining today was triticale. We chopped off the triticale. We spread some manure on it, not very much, just a couple loads. And then the co-op came in and strip tilled, and then we planted corn. About the beginning of June, this field was planted, and then now we're harvesting it with our John Deere 8820. I got done up at the second heifer farm. Dad's feeding at home right now. I got both the wagons unloaded that were full, and came back. We're shelling some more corn, and we're cruising about 2 miles an hour. Whoa! And corn here is 230 bushels. The yield monitor says, which is really good. I didn't think the ears looked very big on this field just looking at them, but it looks like it's doing pretty decent. Moisture is still 22% though, and so it's going. We're just about done with this field here, and then we got one more field at the home farm, and then we'll be done with corn hopefully tomorrow if everything goes all right. Kids are done. Don't got a whole lot in there, but I'm going by the wagon. I don't think I can. I'm not sure if I can make it the whole way down and back, so we'll just dump while we're right here. That way we don't have to worry about any overflow issues. So our average yield isn't close to, it actually says 130. A lot of the ground that was up on the mountain was real gravelly, and we had a lack of rain in the month of June, so it kind of got behind there. That was part of the reason. But the corn isn't, it's probably average. It's nothing special this year. But yeah, I can't complain. It hasn't been wet. I mean, it's been a little tacky every day, but that's to be expected in the month of November. Tomorrow is going to be Thanksgiving, so hopefully we can finish tomorrow. But anyway, that's what we got going. So we're on the last dump. We might have a little bit more to put in this wagon, but this, I got 2 partial dumps, and then this will be a full dump. I'm going to make a whole round on this one. As you can see, we're almost done with this field. We got, looks like one more round left. So it'll probably all fit on the combine in this wagon if Dad doesn't bring the other one. So that'll be good. We should be able to get it all on, unless it's really good over there. But we shall see. It's doing real good in some spots like here, and then some spots it'll be down to 170 or so. Granted, this yield monitor is not close, it's always low, but gives us a rough idea of the high and the low spots anyways. So it's dark out, it's only like 6:30 right now, so it's not that late, so it won't be crazy late tonight or anything. We're getting fuller back there, and I don't know, I think the wagon's up here, you can't really see in the dark, but you can see where you're at. You can't see very far away though. We'll get her dumped and keep going. Got a nice load. Yeah, you can feel it's wet. It's actually just about ready to go over. It's a good thing I stopped there. Since it's wet, it piles up more. Like wheat, if you got dry wheat or dry anything, it'll come off here first. But if it'll probably come off the top first if you'd overflow it. I need to pull up. Don't need to spill any here. Need to get a little closer. I need to fill this wagon up, so I'll probably let you guys go so we don't get corn on the ground. Anyways, this wagon will be full after this dump, basically, probably. Might have to squeeze a little bit more on, but we'll see. Well, I knew the wagon was going to be full, but that's a nice load. We might even have to put some more on. I don't know. We'll see what we got up here. I think we got one more round, so I think I'll have to put maybe just a little bit more on. So we shall see if it'll all fit. But anyways, we'll probably combine half of a row here and then get that wagon full and see if we can get it all on or not. I have a slight feeling we'll be like 100 bushels short, because I should have just brought the grain cart with me, but we'll get her done. Okay, the wagon is full. You cannot see it. It should fit. Because my grain tank is about 95% empty, and I only need about 80% of a grain tank, so it'll fit. Hallelujah. We got her. That thing is full. I've never filled a wagon that full. I haven't filled very many of them, but I've never filled one that full. Not with corn even, yeah. So I'll have to take it really slow on the way home so we don't spill any. Well, Dad's here now with the other wagon, so that one's completely full, and then I can put whatever is left on here onto this. Dad's got the 4430. The wagon that's loaded is on the 4240. So the 4430, we got 3 of them. That's our the one we've had for many years now. The other 2 we just recently purchased the last couple of years, but that one's our highest, one of the high hour 4430s, and it is probably the nicest one. There's the last of that field. There goes a little bunny also. His dad's pulling up here. Let her clean out and we will start her up here. Had about 3/4 of a tank. So we'll dump her in him and probably take a wagon home. He probably won't. The bull was left in the combine in Dad's wagon. Left the combine there. Dad's behind me with his wagon. I got the full one. And we're heading home. Made it out of the field. Wasn't too bad. A little bit tacky yet, but I'll go home, get these unloaded, and get started again tomorrow. So I took that up to go get the combine. He's coming back, and he's going to start opening up this last field of corn here at home. And I'm going to get this full wagon unloaded, because I was first here to unload, otherwise I'd do the other one first. And we got the John Deere 4000 on the I forget, the Hutchison. We got 2 Hutchison augers. So this is the loading the bin one. So we're going to unload this, and then I'm going to meet him on the road, because he won't be able to make it the whole way around because them rows are about as long as the ones in that other field, so he can make a round probably though once he gets it opened up. So he's almost home now, and hopefully we have enough room in the bin. We should have plenty of room to do that whole field and put it in there. That way I'm not waiting around just sitting in here. I'm sitting in here because I gotta go get a sweatshirt. It's getting a little chilly out, so I'll sit in here instead of freezing my butt off out there. It's not super cold, it's about 55, 50, but so it's going pretty good. We'll probably get that field opened up and get a handful of that done. That way we're not going too terribly stressed out on Thanksgiving. Because ideally we wouldn't work at all on Thanksgiving, but we're gonna have to do, you're always gonna have to do some, but we'll get her done. Well, this tractor acted like it didn't want to start and the battery was dead. So I went ahead, got another tractor, and I'm just gonna pull it out of the way so it didn't want to start. And I tried it again before I was ready to pull it out, and it started, just barely. So I gotta get out to the field. We're gonna unload on the road like I was saying. I gotta go down the end of the road and turn around. He's about a third of the way down the road right now, so we should be able to make it. We'll see. I didn't go down the intersection, I just turned around this Amish drive. He's about 95% full right now. So right there, you can't really see it, but all the buildings are out here, are in the middle of the home farm. We're just going down along the road right now. He's cutting right there, as you can see. He's just about completely full. Probably can't unload here because the road's higher than the combine. You can keep going. Yeah, he's good. It's gonna get real close though. Yeah, he's just about completely full. Oh, he's stopping, okay. He wants me to stop, that way he can get his auger out up here. You see, he is just about completely full. Made her happen. Oh boy, I'm coasting. We got her. Hopefully this field will do pretty decent. This field was wheat last year, and then we just left it fallow, didn't plant anything on it. Hauled a lot of manure on it throughout the winter. I think we covered it 3 times just because it's close to the barns and it was an empty field. And then we strip tilled it. One of the local farmers, actually, not the co-op, not us, strip tilled it with the case tractor. You guys might have seen a couple of them videos. And then Dad came in and planted it about the same time we planted a lot of the other corn. So that's about 8:30. We're just finishing up opening up that field here at home. It's the best field of corn yet, and that field was strip tilled. When we strip tilled it, it was a little bit questionable. It was quite tacky, I thought. Mud was sticking to the wheels, but we put 3 coats of manure on it, like I was saying, so that probably helped it out a lot. It got planted the same day as all that other corn up on the mountain that did probably the worst out of everything. So it just goes to show you can have a nice planter, an old planter, but it all depends on the ground at the end of the day and what the weather is, what really ends up happening. So I got a little less rain maybe, and just the ground type doesn't hold moisture like this ground here at home does. So probably do about 2 more loads. Dad's gonna be out of fuel, so we'll probably quit about 9:30, 10 o'clock then. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I hope to see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.